What was that? Hey everybody, welcome back. I was gonna make a video today of this sewing machine here. Let me put you over here. Yeah, there we go. Just a sec, let me turn on some lights. Let there be light. There we go. Much better. Okay, so this over here is a Singer sewing machine, I think made in 1961. And I was gonna do a little video about using it. And then I thought, well, actually I got a Instagram message from one of my clients who buys picture frames off me. And I'll show you that in a sec. Instead of doing a video on this today, I'm gonna start wrapping up that frame. Yeah, but before I get into the frame, I was gonna take a shower and change. But let me show you this real quick. This is a pillowcase from my son's collection when he was a young boy. So anyway, I started just trying to sew, and yeah, I ended up sewing it weirdly together somehow. Beginner. But it does work. I mean, can you see any of the stitches in there? I mean, it's got some pretty cool stitches. So yeah, I'll bring you in for a closer look here. Oh yeah, I'm still in my pajamas. But come over here and check this out. Let me turn this camera around. So this is it. It's a Singer, what is this thing called? It's got the thing that goes on the top. A Rocketeer, Singer Rocketeer. And it has this cover that shows you how to twine it up, or however you say it. It's got the tensioner up here. It's got a tensioner right here for the wheels. It's got the, I don't know the terms yet, but the plate and the little spool. And it's got a winder, but inside here, that little wheel is all like degraded. So I got to get a new one of those to do the ribbons spools. It like speed winds it. It's pretty good. It works. I oiled it a bit. And yeah, so I just tried to do something on this pillowcase. And it came with all these scissors and these strings. Has a manual, which is pretty cool. Tells you how to use it. And it has this cool light underneath here. I can reach it. Yeah, see? It's really neat. And I was just gonna do a video on this, but instead, I'm gonna do picture frames. So let me show you that. Okay, I'm back. This is the picture frame for a client. It's a 10 by 10, and it's just rough lumber, or not rough, but you know, it's not finished. So my goal is to wood putty the seams today. And then once that's dried, I can sand it all back and give it some shellac. Let the shellac dry, sand that all back. And I think while I'm wood puttying this one, I'm gonna go ahead and wood putty this tabernacle I'm working on also. It is for a friend of mine who's an artist, and she does ink work, drawings, and yeah, that one's gonna look amazing. And I still need to put something up here. I want to put like a dental style molding up there. So yeah, so let me take a shower, get dressed, and get into it. We'll be right back. All right, took a shower, got changed. I'm back. Let me just grab this. I already grabbed the other one. We're gonna go outside. Ready? Do, 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 do. This door. Yay. Don't look in this room. Oy, it's a mess in here. It's a hallway right before the garage. Here's my garage. Messy. I haven't been in here in too long. Yeah, don't look at that spot in the ceiling either. That's the story. Alright, I gotta set you up out here, but I got the frame. I got my wood putty knife, wood putty, gloves, some sandpaper, and I'm just gonna set this right here for right now. Okay, so as you can see, I'm outside because it's too small in there, so I have to work out here. Got my car out here and it's sunny. Woo. Okay, should I set you up like here? Yeah, that's about right. But how's the phone gonna, see, I need my hands, right? So I need something to hold my phone. Just a sec. All right, I made this little jig here to hold my phone. Let's see if it works. There it is. You can still see the button, kinda. Alright, but what if I wanna, so that's the back camera. I guess it should be more up here, but that's all this room here. But it does work, I guess. And it sits there. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here's the front camera, and I'm not exactly sure how the format looks. Alright. Oh, you can't even, can you see? I don't even know if you can see. Got the sun behind me too. Ah. Over here. Well, you have to look at me for a little bit, I guess. Let's get started. First, I'm gonna glove up. So this is color changing wood putty. It's the Gap brand, Dry Decks. It's good stuff. Haven't had any problems with it, really. I know there's other stuff. Glue and sawdust works fine. But, there's a lot of glue that way. There's other wood putties. This one just works, so I stuck with it. Alright. It does get a little messy, that's why I got the apron, that's why I'm outside, because it drops and I don't want to fall on the carpet. You know, that would suck. Alright, let's get a little bit higher and a little more. We'll see how this goes. If you don't like it, yell at me in the comments down below, right? You didn't do it right. Just get a dab and start. So I like to start in the corners, of course. And I'll show it to you when I get somewhere with this. Do the miter joint. And I'll go across. And this just gives it a seam, or a seal, I should say. I don't know if you can hear me. We'll find out in the edit, I suppose. And by edit, I mean we'll watch the video and post it on YouTube. That's the edit. For now. Just trying to get some content out, you know. Trying to motivate myself. Get to work. You know, I've had a lot of people reach out to me since my mom's passed away. It's about a week ago now. And, you know, it's nice when people are nice. Call you and wish you well and stuff like that, right? But my client that wants this frame, he lives in Pennsylvania. Shout out to you, Chance. He gave me some really encouraging words and thoughts, and he's going to be directing, I don't know if it's a secret, but he's going to be directing an art museum, something like that. And he wants me to make some flyers, brochures, so he can hand them out. And I don't have a website yet. I'm working on that. It's good to have people kind of reach out. That's what I'm trying to say in a nutshell. So I'll time lapse this and I'll just shut up. Ready? Go. Okay, that's the face done. Now I gotta get the sides. Sides are a little easier. Gloves are compromised. right, I think I'm done. Let's check it out. So, let's see. Come here closer. Excuse me. All right, there we go. You see these lines here. So the bottom line always gets seamed. And then where you have the Roman OG here profile, I use the pinhole gun, or pin gun, but it leaves little holes, so I gotta fill those too. But all this stuff sands back real easy. So then I got that all the way around. The corners are tricky because you don't want to have too much putty in the corners. You want just the right amount. Trust me. Ask me how I know. And with my thumb, I just kind of press it in. Press it in. Happy little corners. Okay, press it in. And this is where you want to check for consistency in the putty. Like this looks a little light, but yeah, it looks a little light. Let me put a little more. Just a little more. Just to give it that roundness, or that kind of round, whatever you call that, concave look. Smooth from the upright position to the down flat position. You just want that little whoop. Hey kitty. Alejandro's here again. He got locked in the garage overnight. He doesn't listen very well. Do ya? What are you chasing in there? Is there any mice in there? I hope not. All these dang cats. We got 5 cats. One of them's an outside always cat. No, 2 of them are outside always. Ninja, he was born in the field in the backyard, I think. Did I already talk about this? I don't know. Feels like I tell the story all the time. I adopted Alejandro from a friend. And then when he was here, about 2 months in, a little tiny cat from the field was getting chased. And I went and picked it up because the dogs were trying to kill it. And I gave him food and water, and he was like, oh, I'll live here. So he's been here, but he's mostly an outside cat. He'll come in at night a little bit if it's cold, but mostly he's outside. I can't pet him either. If I even look at him, I'll just... But Alejandro's cool. I think he was taught how to speak before I adopted him. My friend's mom, she had a bunch of cats end up born at her house. I don't know if you can even hear me, but this wind out here. Anyway, then we got Tomcat. He's got extra thumbs. He sings the opera at night, calling all his friends out there in the field, whatever. We got Texaco. She lives in this bush over here. Behind this board, there's a big bush. And she likes to live inside of it, I guess. Apartment condo. And what else? Oh, Dasher. That's another cat. Really weird cat. Kind of scraggly. Probably not going to be around too much longer the way it looks. But you know, these are farm cats. So they come and they go. And then I got Sarah, the little dog. She's the last one left for the dogs. Alright, I think I'm done here. I'm just going to put a little more putty in certain places. Kind of uniform it up a little extra. But I think I am done with this one. So, that's all for now. We'll come back when I'm doing something else. Alright? Thanks. Turns out I forgot to hit record while making this soup with the noodles. Anyway, it's for the best, I guess. But this is what it looks like. Not too bad. Udon, or not udon. Yakisoba noodles, little avocado, some broccoli, cabbage, and what's the white stuff called again? Shoot, I forgot. Yeah, I had a whole story. I just cooked it, but I forgot to hit record. Dang it. Tofu, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, Alejandro. There's water leaking, I think. Anyway, that's a mess. I gotta figure that out. I told you I made my own hummus with some garbanzo beans. Anywho, that was a story, but I forgot to hit record. Anyway, that's all for now. Well, it's me again. It's a little later in the evening now. I just wanted to end this video saying that we will come back and I'll show you the next step on the frame. And I decided not to wood putty that tabernacle yet because there's a couple things I still have to add to it. Anyway, I'll show you that when time comes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share it if you want. Make fun of it. Whatever you want to do. I just appreciate you watching it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.